Hey, Fred Minnick here. I've got a box, a dull blade, and a glass. This is what's in the box. Whatever's in the box, I'm gonna open it, I'm gonna drink it. I don't know who this is from, but I can guarantee you it's not vodka. People don't send me vodka. And if they do send me vodka, boy, are they bad PR people. All right, here we go. I guess the blade was not very happy with me saying this was dull at taking that cut very sharply. A lot of people wonder, like, how do I get so much stuff? Well, when you've been doing this for 16 years, this is what it's like. Ooh, from Bardstown Bourbon Company, got the card from the sender. A nice little note. Here's our second collaboration with Château de Laubade. Okay, here we go. So this is quite the box. You know, this thing is really well packaged, right? All right, so let's take a look at what this note here says. This is a blended straight bourbon whiskeys finished in Château de Laubade. All right, so these are Armagnac barrels. That's what you need to know. It's a composite or a blend of 12-year Kentucky bourbon, 75% corn, 13% rye, 12% malted barley, and 10-year Tennessee bourbon, 84% corn, 8% rye, 8% malted barley. This is coming in at 107 proof. Let's see, do we have a price on this anywhere? No, but it's gonna be, it'll be up there. It'll probably be north of $100. So I would say, like, if you see this in retail, it's probably gonna be 100 something. And if I'm wrong, you know, keep in mind, I just opened it out of the box. Got a synthetic cork, pretty hard topper, like pretty sizable little thing there. Okay, go ahead and give this an old pour. Make some room for my desk and my dull blade. Put that over there, put that over there. Well, I'll tell you, for those who are accustomed to the Tennessee bourbon source, which is George Dickel, these distillers can't disclose that. You know right away there's some George Dickel in this, or Tennessee bourbon. It's got that really mineral note, dehydrated orange. Sometimes it's interpreted as like a Flintstone vitamin. That is incredibly pronounced on this nose. Tastes a little bit like chocolate syrup. There's some almonds in here, some apricot, a little bit of cherry. Well, on the nose, it has that, you know, definite Dickel nose. I find that the palate's got a little bit of it, but there's enough balance here to make me say that, you know, the Dickel's not overpowering this blend. I find that there's a bit of spice back end, like a pepper spice, and then something interesting happens right after that, kind of mid palate toward the tip of the palate. A brownie note. You notice I said chocolate earlier. Further define that as brownie. I said it had some nuttiness. I'd say if I give it like one characteristic of a note, chocolate walnut brownie with, you know, some hints of fruits in there. So yeah, you know, this isn't bad. Not my jam per se, but if you are, to me, it's like the finish is where I'm kind of like separating from, you know, separating this, like putting in another category. Like the nose kind of goes down one road. The palate's actually very good, but the finish it doesn't linger like I want it to, and it's not my first taste of the day. But I will say, like, it doesn't have the resounding finish that I want. However, that could be interpreted as, like, you know, delicate. You know, so this has some nuance and some delicacy to it. So if you are a wine drinker, if you are someone who is accustomed to Scotch, I think this is going to be a little bit more in your wheelhouse. You got to be someone who is not tied to the finish. Like, I am so tied to the finish. The finish is so important to me. But I can see how someone who is not tied to the finish like I am would fall in love with this one, because that chocolate walnut brownie note, that's pretty amazing. It's a pretty amazing note. But yeah, I mean, this is going to be a product that's not going to have any problem selling, whether or not I say I like it or not. But I would say overall, amazing palate. Finish leaves a lot to be wanted. And on the nose, well, the nose is what it is. But, you know, for a lot of people, the most important thing is the taste and the taste alone. If that's you, you're going to like this. But if you're like me and you require like a long finish when you're going to be dropping that coin, then I would say, you know, maybe give this one a pause. But that's going to do it for this here little What's in the Box. What we found in the box today: Bardstown Bourbon Company, Château Laubade Laubade. One of those is right. And I've said it before. I've even interviewed the distillers in Armagnac, so egg on my face. But that's what happened. That's what happens on What's in the Box. I get no time to prepare whatsoever, and I screw shit up. So, yeah. Cheers, everybody.